really did it.
Charlie and I had previously worked together on a pilot for a Legally Blonde TV series that Mark Platt and MGM were developing. And I had done the first Legally Blonde, so Charlie and I actually got a running start on that. Basically, Charlie and I wanted to do some of the things we'd done on the first one, keep Elle still a really fun character, still very feminine, whimsical, but to grow her up a little, give her a little more sophistication in her surroundings. Her environment would definitely reflect her sense of style but also her spirit.
DC, here I come!
A lot of research into Washington and political dynamics, mores, behaviors. We went to Washington, we studied Congresspeople in their habitats where they live and work. I mean, we went into offices and we took pictures and, there was a lot of research involved.
Everybody was so nice. And really, the research we did on those 2 trips to Washington is all over the movie. I mean, it's in the decoration and the colors and the paint finishes. And I hope it gives it, a good sense of reality and at the same time gives, people the sense that she's there.
Welcome to the Wellington, ma'am.
Thrilled to be here.
When I got back, I started designing right away an apartment for her in Washington. We sort of deconstructed the Watergate and made it a really pop environment, really fun with plexiglass sliding panels, lots of feminine colors. We decided to make it a story point that it was the Delta News suite.
And I just got a call from the Delta New 24-hour housing hotline. Your apartment's all set.
The Delta New suite. It's beautiful, and we did that together. We hatched the idea, and then they came to us with a design, a model, and we started breaking down walls and putting up walls and imagining moving walls.
We had to build a 8-foot platform for the thing to sit on the stage. There was 120-foot backing out the window because it was all glass on one side.
We always wanted Elle not just to shine. I mean, we did add a lot of translucent sort of surfaces to all the sets so that light could be shot through in doorways. There was a lot of textured glass and a lot of colored glass, a lot of beaded curtains in her apartment, almost magical light.
Time to legislate.
So that really was a nice contrast to then the senatorial representative offices that we built that were much more in the vein of what you see in Washington, extremely institutional, very traditional grays and marbles, a long corridor that connected all those and some other offices that's about 100 feet long.
Rainey, I'm still waiting on those 1-minute floor speeches.
We broke a little bit out and gave Sally Field sort of a gray-blue office. It's very feminine, but at the same time, it's extremely traditional. And she always wears her colors, so she would do nothing but pop in those.
I missed the part about where my office is.
The desk. Right here.
The congressional office, again, it's boring. What do you do with that to elify it?
Then I am gonna need a glue gun, some pinking shears, and 5 yards of grosgrain ribbon.
Elify would be to take an otherwise boring and awful space that no one's interested in and give it all of the sort of color, life, humor, just energy that she has. It's pink, it's yellow, it's completely fabulous, and everyone around her looks kind of like a schlub.
The Committee on Energy and Commerce will now come to order.
There's the hearing committee room, which was a standing set that we basically took apart and reworked. We built a whole curved dais with a quote from Lincoln above, repainted it and did all the marbling and basically we redid the whole room. It was just some standing set. Springfield, Illinois wound up having a pretty good facsimile of the House of Representatives, about half size, which actually looked really great on camera.
Don't you just love a salon day?
That one was a real makeover. We had to repaint it, we had to decorate the entire thing and put up lighting for the DP that we designed, gimbaled mirrors. We basically rebuilt the salon. I mean, it would have been easier to just build it, but we were on location at that point in the movie, so we made kind of an empty place work for us. We shot at the Huntington Gardens and in a rose garden there, and of course they had pruned the roses the day before we were to shoot, even though when we chose that location they promised they wouldn't trim them, so that was a little bit of a shock. The greensmen got really busy and, we planted roses all weekend, so, it looks great. It looks like spring, it looks like summer, it's beautiful. Those are the kind of things that happen. We didn't have as much weather problems as just little things like that.
Timothy, you're gonna be teal. Rena, you're gonna be magenta, and Elle is gonna be marigold.
Can't be done without Missy. Missy's one of a kind.
There's, Amanda who wrote the book, and there's Reese who created the character, and then there's Missy Stewart who created the world.
Oh, no biggie. On the contrary, it's a huge biggie.
She was sort of my fairy godmother in this project in a way, in that I felt like she was right there by my side.
I relied heavily on my art director and my set decorator, who I've both done a couple movies with. They're great, really experienced, and I had a great team.
You